This is a flagship. It's the Citroen C5X. They say it's their most advanced vehicle ever. I say it's 3 cars in one. Prices do change, but they start today as we speak from about £360 a month. There's a link to the prices right now from Leasing.com, who have helped over 1 million people find their dream car so far. But £360 a month should be in your mind as we continue. Look how fast this is. Press this button and say navigate to Swindon. Watch this. Navigate to Swindon.
Navigating to Swindon.
Car 1 of the 3 then is the estate. That's where we will start. This is bigger than the Tiguan. It's bigger than an X3 and that big Audi A6 estate. 1,640 litres of space. That's a lot of suitcases. Supposed to be a hands-free tailgate, but you have to get your foot in the right place. No, use your hand. The second car might be an SUV. This is the weirdest thing, because if you look at this, you go, hang on a minute, that's just a normal car, but it's actually, dimensions-wise, exactly the same size as a Q3 Audi. And believe it or not, if you think about things like the Peugeot 5008 and other cars in that sector, you think loads of ground clearance is going to be okay. This has more ground clearance than all of those. Most SUVs have less ground clearance than that. Here's me now driving through some water.
That means it's future-proof then, because soon all of the UK will be covered by water, and it's all our fault. But if you feel guilty and want to help those lovely polar bears, Citroen also make a wealth of fully electric vehicles, which are all very exciting if you run a business and don't want to pay any tax.
Of course, people choose SUVs because they're very easy to get in and out of. They have wide door openings, most of them anyway, which is very useful for mobility if you have a back problem, or, like me, after a leg day. I will just show you how easy it is to get in the back. There is 2 USBs here, and this is how much room I've got. And this is the kind of room, I'm 6 foot. If your kids are that big, this is how much room they have. And if they are that big, congratulations. It's nothing, it's nice to have comprehensive sized kids, isn't it?
The Citroen C5X estate has 130 horsepower, this one 222. Cash starting price of 25.5 grand. It only weighs 1,418 kilograms, considerably less than VW's new Tiguan. That's important for saving money.
I think we can argue that it's passed then as an SUV and as an estate car, but what's it like as an actual car? Well, very good. You might have seen another thumbnail from another publisher that says this is a French Rolls-Royce. Clickbait. Bit of a stretch, but it is good, and for 2 reasons. Number 1, progressive hydraulic cushions and Citroen's advanced suspension.
And that dates back hundreds of years. I mean, look at this. Here's James's Citroen. Who's James? He works at Leasing.com. He's the head of content. Very important. And he's responsible for what is
To make this as much like a Land Cruiser as possible, Citroen have created a number of sensors that sit in the suspension. There's 2 vertical sensors and 3 speed sensors. They're monitoring things like the cornering, the way in which you're driving, the mood you're in, whether you had an argument or not this morning with your wife, and all that leads to a much more comfortable experience. But that's not all, because then there's these progressive hydraulic cushions that, when you're on a straight bit of road, make this car higher and higher, like a flying carpet. And you would think that so much focus on the suspension would make this drive like a blancmange, right? Now, what's interesting is when you turn the wheel quickly, feeling a bit sick, but it's not. It does dip, but it doesn't continue like the old Citroens. You would turn the wheel quickly and then it would just continue to do this for half an hour. It's great. They've had a lot of practice as well. They have been the leaders in comfort since 2016. There are some customers, believe it or not, who like comfort and less road noise and a floating office. That's what this is. It's a floating office.
Wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto means you can listen to your favourite podcasts, have better maps and routes, along with reading out your text messages from your mum.
Oh.
Here's the Citroen head-up display, which shows speed limits, your speed, and a very nice road layout, all in their signature cyber fonts.
It's powered by a delightful 1.2 litre engine. Petrol goes in there. And then you've got the plug-in hybrid system, which gives you 53 miles of electric-only range, and it helps you not use the engine when you're stopping and starting. And that happens there. The cabin is very spacious, and for around £300 extra you can have adaptive cruise with stop and go, and it recognises speed limits. And for no extra money you get acoustic windscreen, you'll get this 10-inch screen in here, adaptive high beam assist, and a camera controlled automatic safety brake to stop you running into the back of someone. Here's a turnaround in someone's drive, because I know he'll love that. Sorry about this. I'm trying to show you how easy it is, and you can see the cameras. One thing's interesting here, because does anybody know what this is, this zebra pattern there? Because in other cars you get the full top-down view, but with this you sort of don't. I also think when you turn this, is the camera moving? That's unusual. I've not seen that before. You can press this button to see a wide view of everything that you might hit. I think that's very useful. And then you can go back to that. Which view do you like best? That's actually really good. Okay, can you do this with one finger? Pretty much. Drive, moving on, back to this mode. Mind the wall, there we go. Effortless. I like an effortless turnaround. That's all he does in his videos. Rubbish. Unsubscribe.
Modularity, technology and safety are all here. It's a clever proposition as a car for you and the family for adventures, or just for you if you want that kind of director feel without spending $100,000. In fact, I was shocked for this money how much you're getting.
If you read the comments, you might occasionally see people who say, how much do you get paid for that review? Well, we don't. Generally though, I do put the negatives in, and so I think I should put some negatives in for this. But for 28 odd grand for a car that sort of floats about and is extremely quiet and comfortable, I feel that that's almost like bullying it. I don't know, I mean the sound system's good. Oh, okay, all right. The instrument cluster is pretty basic, and the materials feel soft and comfortable, but they don't feel like a Mercedes. I mean, that's a stupid negative because that's obvious. See what I mean? Anyway, please hit the like and subscribe, because if you do that, lots of other people get to see it, and then we can make more videos and we can all have fun. Thank you very much for watching.
To save you even more time, this 48 mile to the gallon land speeder is already rated between 8 and 9 out of 10 by virtually all the very well-known car review channels, websites and magazines. Do you remember them? 3 cars, 1 price, and we can all have a bit more of that, can't we?